It's the charm.
Oh, look at that. I was a little fancy today. Can you believe that shit?
Ooh.
Ooh. Fancy, fancy. All right. Somebody's going to clip that and make me look dumb for the rest of my life. That's okay.
I mean, I personally think that Dawn did an absolute stunning job on the ping today.
I don't see your BCast, huh?
Hey. You can't piss off the one person here with ping rights, okay?
Look, what we want is people to come to the. What we want is people to come to the show and to talk in chat, right? And the best way to do that I have ever seen on the internet, or to get people's attention on the internet, is to do something incorrectly and think that like it's correct, because they'll come and basically. They'll come and argue, and they'll come and basically try and point out that you're wrong in some way, shape, or form, and then you got them. So
I gotta fix our little Thanksgiving hoobie doobie.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta move that down.
My fleet's like, how is Dawn here and there? I'm like, I'm just not with you guys. Good luck. Good luck, guys.
That fleet is doomed. It's doomed.
So, by the way, I see Shingley in the chat. I haven't seen Shingley in like forever. How you doing, brother?
We had
Hey, Shingley.
Last night.
Yeah.
And McDermott, McLeod.
McDermott.
Do you remember our conversation?
Oh, somebody said
I remember bits of it, and I remember bits of it for sure. None of it is repeatable, obviously, on here in any way, shape, or form. But like, yeah, it was good.
If you were as drunk as I was.
Oh no, I wasn't drunk at all, so that's fine. I was just chilled.
So, so how was everybody's week? We got half American who actually did something fun this week, and then half non-American who are watching football. Is that right?
Yeah.
I just want to inform you that Thanksgiving is not a American holiday.
No, but Thanksgiving at the end of November is. Thank you.
Yeah. The third week, third Thursday in November.
Yes, there is a meta show today, and I believe PGL is going to be on it, unless something changed.
That is strange.
Okay. So we got all kinds of things, right? We got turkey leftovers, all that good shit. By the way, we made half sugar cranberry sauce as my contribution to the food conversation, and you can't tell the difference.
So like, I think the question is like, if the cranberry sauce is your contribution, then you're gonna have to guide us through exactly how you're making that cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce is like the easiest thing in the world to make. You take like a bag of 12 ounces of cranberries, half a cup of water, half a cup of sugar, boom, boil the shit. Cranberry sauce. All right, you're done.
Eric, did you see what I made?
No orange juice, no orange zest.
No, nothing special. Shit. Nope. Just boom.
Nope. Just pure cranberries. Let the cranberries sing on that one.
Absolutely. And I also bake pies. So I bake pumpkin pies, which I hear you can't get in England. And
apparently, sweet potato pie is supposed to be like,
that's a southern thing.
The dope pie. Like, apparently, pumpkin pie is like the basic bitch pie. And then if you get a sweet potato pie, apparently it's way better.
I made two.
I mean, pecan pie is pretty good as well.
And I made with bourbon. Tablespoon of bourbon, baby. That'll make your pecan pie amazing. 2 apple, and I made a Dutch apple pie as well. Dutch apple pie.
The bourbon.
Dutch apple pie? Like, what is that? Like a what's that? Is that like a riff on a Dutch baby or something?
Oh, apple pie.
What?
Apples, sugar, Ooh.
Oh, that'd be why.
No, I muted. Like when it reset, it did something wacky. So yeah,
my thing just like paused to an ad for no reason.
Yeah, it was kind of strange.
So I had a New York strip steak, rolls, mashed potatoes, and asparagus for my Thanksgiving dinner.
I mean, that isn't Thanksgiving dinner, is it? Like,
well, I wasn't gonna make a turkey for me, so.
Well, no, I wasn't like a single.
A lot of
This
people
isn't
do a lot of
Friends.
different
This
things.
isn't Friends. Like, you're not having like fucking, Joey eat an entire turkey in one thing. Like,
honestly,
like they don't make turkeys for singular people. It's meant to be a sharing thing.
Because like,
Fucking hell.
some people do ham. Some people do turkey and ham. Some people do turkey, ham, and Polish sausage.
I mean, I'm sure the turkeys are really, really
or lamb, things like that. So,
I mean, I'm sure the turkeys are like really happy about like those people making, doing lamb or like ham, right?
They don't know any better.
Because they're happy about it. Like, it's, it's closure for them. It's one way of looking at it. Well, I mean, he could pardon a lot of other things if he wanted to, but like, for some reason it's tradition for pardoning turkeys.
There's an animated movie about being the pardoned turkey with Owen Wilson as the turkey?
I mean, there's also a Rick and Morty one, which is also sort of thing, like, a bit like that.
Like, what the hell?
Ooh.
What do you mean sweet stuffing?
Kind of nonsense is that?
Eric, are you still muted, or is Greg just being weird?
I would
self-muted.
say actually
it's self-muted.
You muted again.
It's yeah.
I didn't do anything. I haven't touched
yourself.
anything. It's just muting. It's really weird. So I'm not sure. So
you have a keybind that's doing something. Clearly.
I'm not actually touching anything. Like my hands are just sitting on my desk folded.
We don't push to talk on push to talk.
Yeah, Soth is hacking.
I mean, I'm not saying that he was using a push to talk. Like, I'm just saying that, like, maybe he pressed a key that he didn't realize he pressed and it muted it or something.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything. So I'll just keep kind of watching it, folks. And if you hear me disappear, let me know. The question for the audience that I posed while I was muted is those who participate, sweet or savory stuffing? There's two trains of thought there. Some people like a sweet stuffing in the turkey, and some like savory. We're savory, folks. Looks like Soth is
glad.
No, Soth just isn't moving.
Yeah, he's just
very intently sitting still.
Yeah.
So you can't see me right now, is what you're saying?
Oh no, we could see you. You moved. I saw it.
She doesn't have the vision of a dinosaur, like, like she doesn't have T-Rex vision, like, based on movement.
Well, it's not 20 minutes yet, but since we're only going an hour this time, do we want to talk about
Is it relegated down to 10 because we're only doing half
you know what?
show?
That's a fair deal. So we got 2 minutes to go, right?
That sounds right.
I like savory stuffing, Eric.
So the strange
stuffing is.
You will find out in 2 minutes why I was looking so intently at my screen.
Just
see,
just because it seems to be a running theme when it comes to sort of American food. Does your stuffing by any chance have bacon and cheese in it?
No, not ours. But there are lots of ways.
Wow, I mean, what the fuck? What's going on here? Like, you branching out into sort of strange, or is it a tradition that hasn't actually been spoiled by weird modern cooking or modern American cooking?
They do bring in, for our stuffing, they bring in butter on like a Roman litter. There's so much butter that goes into this stuffing. It's kind of like I don't know. My sister and my mother are the only two who know how to make it. And I know they like boil parts of the turkey in water and pour that over it.
It's called stock.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think it's like a giblet stock they do. And
yeah, it's still a stock.
I think sweet stuffing's when you add apples in it.
Yeah, you can do it like apples and cranberries and raisins and dates and all kinds of things. Also in the South, when you do cornbread, it tends to be sweeter too. So we must use the Pepperidge Farm cut up.
Oh my god, I love sweet cornbread. Oh, regular any other cornbread's wrong and dry and disgusting.
That's true.
Sweet cornbread.
By the way,
regular 60-cent Jiffy Puff cornbread boxes. Mwah.
Jiffy Pop cornbread.
I'll take your word for it.
The Jiffy cornbread, the blue box.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
White thing that it hasn't changed its label since 1942.
1942.
Like that's what I grew up on. It's so good. It's a nice mild but sweet flavor, and then you can just drizzle a little honey on it or put some melted butter on it. Oh,
a little cinnamon sugar dusted on top.
You could probably get away with that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's excellent. A little cinnamon and sugar with chili, no beans, Texas style. Yeah, it's excellent. By the way, Alki, yeah, I get it. Yep, devil's work is the sweet stuffing, right? Down in Louisiana, they like to do in their stuffing. They've got oyster stuffing. Big thing. That's in the turducken.
Oh.
You guys know the turducken, right?
Yes.
You bone a chicken, you bone a duck, you bone the turkey.
Oh, right, and then it's combined into one thing.
Boning a turkey.
You bone it to make the turducken.
I don't see how boning a turkey is gonna.
I've seen somebody fully debone a turkey whole, like not cut it into pieces. Like it's literally deboned the entire thing. That was somewhat ridiculous. I'm just gonna say.
Vicamus,
and I bet it's ridiculously difficult as well.
Vicamus said he had a Southern friend or a Southern kid. He was the hairiest dude, and he just had a pan of cornbread every day in lunch. And I'm just sitting there. Was it in like a cast iron skillet too, just in his lunch too? Because that's kind of how they cook it down there. But the just remember, properly made cornbread from the South will make a man out of you. All right, it's awesome.
All right, we're past our fake dawn rule.
By the way, we are going for just an hour today, folks. So make sure you're participating.
That's something he wants to go over. So
yes.
Oh, here we go.
Let me link this in chat so people can look at it. I hope this works. It does.
I hope you're not all going to be negative Nancy's today.
Promise nothing.
So, if you look at that graph, which is player numbers for the past 5 years, and you look at the blue line, you see that the blue line is kind of going down already again.
Why did it jump entirely, up so much?
It depends entirely on perspective. If you turn that 90 degrees counterclockwise, it's going up and to the right. It's fine.
I mean, obviously, it makes sense that the line is going down because Thanksgiving, right? So Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thanksgiving is ended.
Family, less people are logging in. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Cup,
yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Everyone's
what are you complaining about? There's 26,000 people on, and it's not even
there's
yet, right?
I would actually like to point out as well.
Average,
I don't. By the way, I don't see anybody as muted.
5,000 more than it's been for the past 2 months. So to stop complaining.
I would like to point out as well. I would like to point out as well that. Yeah. You're not complaining.
What I'm saying is that I mean, it was obvious that the player numbers would jump up because of the big patch we had, right?
Yes.
Lots of new things in the game, so obviously player numbers will go up. The question is, will those player numbers stay up until they can deliver the second part of that patch, right?
That is questionable. I mean, I would also like to say that, because it's Thanksgiving as well, or has been Thanksgiving just finished,
and World Cup.
you know, the player numbers have gone down for the reasons that we've stated earlier, and that's very understandable. There's also the fact that, you know, turkeys have been killed as well, so they can't log on and play either. So you
know that requires
there's also numbers that have gone down.
As God is my witness, I could have sworn turkeys could fly. Yeah, Dawn's the only one who gets that because she's the only one who's seen WKRP in Cincinnati. Thank you. From the 70s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a reference.
Oh yeah, go to YouTube. Just pull up that part of the thing. You know. But yeah, I mean, I love the steep peak up. I mean, to numbers. I mean, they hit. That's an interesting cross section there. Of multiple years, you know, 2019, 2020, 2021, or 2021 and 2019 and 2022 right there at that junction. And then it kind of drops down to last year's numbers, which, you know, I'd like to see it keep going up, but
yeah, it's kind of sad to see that a patch that big. I mean, I would say it's probably the biggest patch, like the most packed patch we've had in the past 3 years, right? I don't remember in the past 3 years anything that has these many changes, this much new content in a single patch. And yet we are only just getting back to 2021 numbers, right? If you look at 2018 or 2020, we're not even getting close there.
Yeah.
Which is
well,
it's
that's
kind of
'cause
it's kind of sad to see.
Well,
yeah,
CCP really like broke a lot of people's confidence and trust. Like it was already low, and then they just like dug their heels in on the blackout, and then the scarcity bullshit, and then all the DBS, BRMs, all these fucking acronyms everywhere. They dug their heels in so much, and then when like they finally realize like something's wrong, they still won't ever admit it was wrong and that they should revert it. They just come up with some other bullshit to kind of get us back to what we had before. But no, this is a new system. No, it's not. It's
didn't Dawn say in pre-show, I hope you guys aren't going to be negative today.
I've recently realized, like, you know, I've recently realized the sort of the strategy that sort of CCP higher ups were actually going for when it came to sort of, you know, scarcity and all that kind of stuff. Like it was a case of, you know, you can fly super high in terms of your player base's confidence in you, right? But like you can only go so high, you know, and
I mean, when
business is built on the idea of keep on going up and to the right. But, you know, confidence is measured in percentage and you can only go up to a certain percent, right? So you can't carry on going up and to the right. You can't go past 100% confidence, right? So eventually at some point you have to degrade that confidence in order for you to carry on going up and to the right.
Well,
and that's what that was. You know, scarcity was them degrading the confidence, in the company and in the higher ups, in order for them to rebuild that back up, in order to carry on going up and to the right. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, but user numbers can always.
That makes sense, right? You're with me on this. I'm sure you're with me on this.
What we are not seeing is profitability, right? We can't see the number of people buying Plex packs, buying other stuff in the store, because it is a fact that there are whales out there who are the majority share of income for CCP, right? It's not unique to EVE. That's the case in pretty much every MMO.
Yeah, we just don't have insight into it, right? So the only thing we can really see is user numbers, and we have to derive everything from that, right? I mean, the blue line has been concerning, and we know it, right? It's good to see it go up. let's see what happens, right? I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. I'm not making excuses for CCP, but you do have the World Cup, which a lot of people are watching, right? You do have the holidays starting up with people traveling now that haven't traveled in years, right?
That does also affect sort of concurrent player numbers as well.
Mm-hmm. All of that will do it, right? But we'll see. All the kids in the U.S., they go home for college for a couple days, and then Sunday they go back, and we'll see if something happens.
It's also just natural for an aging player base where you're just not bringing in this, like, if you can't retain people, and it's not even necessarily about the game. Some people just are done with Eve. They've moved on to other games, and you are not going to get them back. Like, they're like, how many higher ups in just Goonswarm alone? They're like, I'm tired. I'm over it. I've had my fun. And I'm going to come back for maybe M2 style battles, right? And that's it.
All I'm hearing is negativity, Dawn.
No, yeah, I'm just giving you an example of like some of the number drops. Now I'm saying positive that the game has now gone from 10 to 13,000 average per day in my time zone to 18,000. That is a huge increase, and hopefully that will cause a more upward, like a permanent upward trend, not just a spike because of a deal.
That wasn't the case yesterday. We did look at numbers yesterday, and they were already lower than the week before. Now, again, the World Cup was on. Thanksgiving was happening. So
you had the epic battle, the U.S. versus England. I mean, who wasn't watching that game?
Yeah.
The epic battle. Yes.
Yes.
The struggle.
It was.
By the way,
what are you talking about?
On the day we were celebrating,
should we talk about
British
British
should we
talk about Germany and Japan then?
Oh my God. What the, Jesus Christ, people. What was going on? Not that I don't like Japanese people, but I'm sitting here going, I mean, I remember the days, you got Franz Beckenbauer and, that whole Titan team out there playing World Cup.
Well,
taking you back. I think that's probably before Soth was born. But,
one of the weird things I didn't even realize about the World Cup is that Italy isn't even in it.
Let's put it this way. I remember the days of World Cup being an American, okay, where, number one, it was only like pay-per-view if you were lucky enough to get it. And, by the way, there was no U.S. team, so you had to pick your team, right? Like, you picked Italy when they won, right? Germany when they won, fantastic games, outstanding.
I mean, which one of us isn't picking their favorite team? I'm not rooting for Germany. Come on. I'm rooting for Japan. Fucking go, Japan.
Hell yeah.
I need a moment. Okay. Yeah, good. I'm over it. I'm over.
Okay.
I'm over the blasphemy
you fine?
coming up.
You happy?
The blasphemy coming from over Germany over there on the other side. All right? You always root for your team. No,
you don't.
I mean, my Steelers suck. I still, if I do my head the right way, that's actually a Steelers sweatshirt hanging on my chair behind me, the black and gold that you see. I always vote home.
We can't see any black and gold back there. Oh,
you can see some gold if I tilt my head the right way or something like that. Yeah, that's actually a Steelers sweatshirt. I'm still, it's artificial green screen. So yeah, I can't believe
it's wizardry. You're a wizard, Eric.
Now, if the U.S. doesn't make it out of their group, I'm going England all the way, man, all the way going.
Well, that'll end in disappointment.
I know it will, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. I'll say, 4 words: World Cup final penalties. That is our Achilles. That is our Achilles heel. That really is.
My sisters-in-laws are German. It was their turn to host Thanksgiving this year, right? And it's always fun because they're out on the farm and cool stuff, right? And so and we go to my sister's in the morning for breakfast, right? So it's like the morning football games, parade, early football games. Then we go out to the farm, and it's whatever football game is on. Then when that's over, soccer's on. football for you guys, and then American football, and then World Cup. All that's like it's all it was on TV all day long. And we were laughing like, yeah, like U.S. is going to beat England. This is like the the death nail in our coffin, right? And we're like, really, a draw? Seriously, what are you doing?
It's our special relationship.
Yeah, USA and Iran. Who cares about the political bullshit? This is sports, guys. And by the way, the Iran that played Wales was not the Iran who played England. So who knows who's going to show up on Tuesday? US got to win.
I just want to sort of like, I'm not sure whether this is going to be a controversial viewpoint, but like, I kind of feel like if FIFA didn't actually make a big fucking song and dance about people's, sort of like, about people's or small groups kind of like political sort of messaging or sort of like little political kind of things that they wanted to say or like represent with bits of clothing and stuff, then the actual political rhetoric that's been happening coming out of the World Cup would be a lot less, to be completely honest. It wouldn't be focused anywhere near as much. I really do feel that way. It's like them making a point saying that you can't do it has put a massive fuck off focus on it. More so than if they just let people do what they wanted to do in that regard.
It's because they're in Qatar. That's why.
I know about Qatar, like Jesus Christ. But what I'm saying is making a big song and fucking dance about it, like, just puts more focus on it.
Oh,
yeah. Question, did they...
Then if you just let people kind of, represent what they want to represent, how they want to represent it.
So the...
like, in all honesty...
The only thing I care about is, did they decide to let beer be sold at the stadium or not?
Nope.
No.
Man, football's no fun if you're sober, and that goes for American and other. Like, what's the point of watching people kick a ball around if you're not like half blasted by like overpriced bad beer? Am I right?
I mean, it worked for darts in the UK. Except it got a bit excessive. Because I think if the players are doing it as well, that's a bit of that's something that might be a problem. Like, fans watching it, yeah, fair enough. But if it's got to the point where the players are also like blasted as well, that might be an issue.
More fun
and when you're talking about like when you're talking about like just kicking a ball, a bit like a soft ball about, but like throwing like pointed metal darts at things, like that could be a bit of an issue.
Is darts actually still legal in the US?
Is what still legal in the US?
Darts.
Yeah, you can play them at bars. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, do they still allow you to use tungsten tipped, like,
depends on your bar, what
metal pointed darts?
Depends on the bar.
Oh,
they want to do. It's much easier to use the soft.
I could see that being a health and safety hazard.
It's easier for the bars to use the soft tip ones because it auto registers a score, right?
Oh, okay.
Because remember,
less chance of litigation as well.
Drunk math is hard. Okay.
I still think watching a bunch of drunk guys playing would be hilarious. I feel like at some point they'd all just be like hanging out, hugging each other on the field.
I mean, drunk math is basically regular math on a more difficult setting. That's all.
So somebody says INN isn't the biggest live stream Eve stream anymore. I don't even.
Okay.
I don't really care. Sorry, okay. You seem to have wandered into a place that doesn't really care.
I'm pretty sure that Anger Games has INN beat on numbers every time. So
hey, we have the largest.
That was
stream
already true.
We had the largest stream for Eve, other than like CCP streams, when we did the M2 broadcast. So I'm gonna hold that in my little bonnet.
But we do have to talk about the ESI endpoint, right? For
do we?
We do because we have CCP Swift, right? Why are we doing this?
I don't know. I have no clue where you're going.
Well, I'm looking at CC Swift's tweet that Dirk put in the thing, and
if Dirk,
it's European.
This,
it's European date things, right? 11/4.
He's Dirk's on tour, okay? Like,
Dirk's on tour. Dirk's on tour.
Yes, yeah. It's the correct way of doing dates.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you.
Okay. But yes,
Dirk wants it to matter. Dirk can come in here and
they took the ESI down because I guess it got attacked, and they actually tried to fight it by banning IPs. Who the fuck doesn't have their ISP just automatically do this shit for them? I don't know.
Hang on, how attacked? Well, the ESI got attacked. Like the ESI endpoint was. So someone requested a lot. Someone basically put a shitload of requests into the ESI.
Not the entire ESI. It was the market info.
Yeah, market
endpoint. Well, they have they literally have, like, as far as I know, they've always had a system whereby if you over spam it automatically puts you on a blacklist and basically caches it, so people can't.
Apparently, that's not working anymore because the endpoint has been deactivated for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep. So they said I would be down for maybe the weekend, and now 3 weeks
you
later,
had one job, or whoever had that job had one job.
No, here's the thing: CCP is probably so slimmed down that everybody has 10 jobs, and nobody knows where to focus their effort.
No, they're not trying to sell the company. Like, they've already sort of done that. They don't need to slim down.
$1 that bets that's true. Like a Trading Places joke, which also happened around the Thanksgiving. Some people say, until Die Hard's on, it's not Christmas. To me, it's Trading Places.
That is true.
Okay.
I would rather, for my pre-Christmas thing, would be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, because they do Thanksgiving in that movie.
That is an interesting one too, and an excellent movie.
It is.
Although,
just Candy.
The not that I'm a big Disney fan, because I'm not. I never have been. But we do have Disney Plus, and
nobody with kids is an actual Disney fan.
And the Santa Clauses, Tim Allen's new series based on the Santa Claus movies, right, is actually really good. We're really enjoying it. My Jewish wife watches it religiously. That's a funny statement, isn't it? That's awesome. But she was like last night, hey, we need to watch like 5 or 10 minutes of the second one so that I can be in the right space for the third one. So yeah. I can't figure her out. After 25 years, she went out and bought like Christmas ornaments for a tree and all kinds of stuff. She never does that. It's very strange. But I'm just going with it. Which is also
to mix it up today, like this year.
Yeah, she's got, now that the girls are like preteen, right? So she's got, my daughter, her cousin, and her best friend who lives just like 3 houses down. She like drove them all to the mall to be mall rats for the day. And she calls me and she's like, "We're in Lily Pulitzer. I met the girls." I'm like, "Okay, I don't care." Great, you're in Lily Pulitzer. Great.
That sounds fantastic for you. Bye.
$4,000 bill if I've got a daughter and a wife in that one. Jesus.
Oof.
Muppet Christmas Carol, excellent. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, big fave here.
Oh my god, Muppet Christmas Carol.
I'm very much a Muppets Christmas Carol kind of person. If that's not on, it's not Christmas.
And Christmas Vacation, excellent.
I missed watching that one Christmas, like recently-ish, and it really did not feel like Christmas.
How do you miss it? It's like
it was
all
weird.
Streaming.
I mean, they generally tend to put it on only once. Like, it's not on, like, they don't have a channel that's dedicated to it just basically being on repeat all the time. It would be great.
It's called
like,
streaming. Streaming. Just streaming.
Oh, streaming. Yeah, you could do streaming, I guess.
Alexa.
Yeah, good point.
I love that TBS is like, we don't want to pay attention to our channel for one day, so just put on a Christmas story.
It's like
24 hours. Like
it's
genius.
It's like
24 hours, same thing.
Yes,
like,
they do that. Yeah, we have.
I mean, to be honest, you could. If this hasn't been done already, I'm amazed. If this hasn't been done already, I'd be amazed. But like, I'm surprised that there isn't a Disney Channel that just literally has Frozen on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for kids.
Okay, I remember when that came out. I had a daughter. It was terrible. It was very difficult to live through that. Okay.
Listening to it all the time.
Mac, have you
by the
heard
way,
of this thing? It's called video on demand.
Yeah, I know this.
Make your own channel,
but like you can make your own channel like that. But I'm just saying that, like, you can add adverts into that and make like an absolute killing. So
you can add adverts into video on demand too.
Yeah, no.
I guess.
The best, the Elf on the Shelf too.
But video on demand stuff will just go. It won't autoplay the same thing again. It will go to suggested different things. Just saying.
So I don't know if you guys understand the Elf on the Shelf. Do you guys understand how that works?
What's up?
How Elf on the Shelf works?
We never did that in my family, so I.
Elf on the.
Well, you were a little old when the Elf came out, right? So
that's something that I learned from like my nephew, in actual fact.
Yeah, like on Thanksgiving night,
that was kind of cool.
The elf comes from the North Pole to watch on the kids to make it. So, and if you touch the Elf on the Shelf, its magic's gone. It's no longer from the North Pole.
You can't touch it.
So, of course, and at 12, she's got to be just playing with us, right? But yeah, she has her own Elf on the Shelf who's been touched, doesn't go back. She stays here with her. Okay. And she goes out as soon as the Christmas trees go up, and that was like 2 weeks ago here. Okay, and that elf waits for her 2 friends from the North Pole, because we don't have one that comes from the North Pole. We have to have 2. Okay, and they come, and they've got to move all around, and then the next day my daughter moves hers wherever they are, so they're having like a party. So constantly. But this whole Elf on the Shelf thing, and she's like 12, and it has to happen. It's just crazy. But
it's somewhat involved, isn't it?
I by the way, I did shell out some shekels for some twinkly lights finally. I don't know if you guys know the twinkly, but just go on YouTube and search twinkly lights. You'll see them. Basically, you could draw shit on your tree. You can make animated stuff. You can do whatever you want with these twinkly lights because they're individually dressable LED lights, right? So yeah, we've got
nice.
We've got 2 trees outside. We've got red and white alternating all around the house, every peak, every edge, the whole deal. And then inside in the foyer, we've got one on a shelf, and it's red with white sparkles, kind of cool. And the other one, my daughter's tree. She has her own freaking tree, okay? Because she does a new color design every year. Last year it was sage and white. Okay, this year it's blue and white. The year before that it was red and it was red and white, right? So we have Christmas bulbs and things that we've only used 1 year down in the Christmas room downstairs, right? And so my niece comes in, and her brother goes to Penn State. Her uncle went to Ohio State. Her dad went to Michigan. So got all kinds of colors. She's doing blue and white, so that becomes the Penn State tree. Right? She goes, "Oh, you got a Penn State tree, and I see your Ohio State colors outside, and oh, you have the Ohio State tree." And my sister went to Indiana. She's like, "No, it's all Indiana yours." Like it's called blue and white and candy cane. Okay, and we have blue and white candy canes. So get over it, people. We don't like any of your schools. So yeah, we get a lot of lights this year. But the twinklies, I'm going to tell you, man, you will sit there with the Twinkly app for hours saying, "Wonder what this would look like, and if we switch these colors up, and this pattern and do this," and oh man, years.
There's just infinite possibilities.
Oh my god! And they make curtains too, which we don't have. Right? You can just hang a curtain down and do things. I mean, it's crazy shit. They're a little pricey.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's customization, right? Like
It's
always pricey when you're getting that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, but it's cool as hell. Cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just can't. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah,
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
but you put them on the tree, and then you go around all four sides of the tree or whatever you put them on, and you just take pictures, and it maps where each light is based on what flash it does or something like that. So it knows it does a whole 360 around the tree. It does lights. Of course, my daughter's tree spins.
Of course it spins.
Of course, it spins.
Well, that has a
like
big
why
downside.
wouldn't it, right?
Yeah, I know. Oh, the first year she got it, she wanted a star that was like $400 or something insane. Like,
I'm not putting up a tree
why not?
because I don't want to have it sit there for 3 months. I know myself.
Well, we generally
no tree.
We have been known to still have
I'll put a
ours
wreath
up. Yeah, we have been known to still have ours up at Valentine's. Occasionally over the last 25 years. Kind of sad. We have artificial trees because my son is allergic to pollen. So.
Okay.
Like how allergic to it? Like, I mean,
his eyes get red and itchy, and like he wakes up and he can't open his eyes till he puts warm water on them sometimes and things like that. I was like that when I was young too. I grew out of it about 30.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't have.
I thought it was just like regular hay fever sort of thing, but like that sounds a little worse than
No,
that.
your eyes get itchy and bloodshot, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, but hopefully in a couple years he'll grow out of it and we'll go back. No, we will never go back to a tree. Never.
You fully embracing the sort of like the artificial tree kind of like the happiness that is not having to deal with.
Yes.
Like pine needles everywhere.
I did talk to my electrician, and over, after the Christmas is out of the loft, that's our main Christmas room. We will, redo the lights. It has a ceiling fan that hangs pretty low that I don't like, and we'll put downlights up there. The nice thing about LED downlights is they don't have to be, level. They can be at an angle and still be okay on the light because of their dispersion. So yeah, we'll put downlights in there, and then next year I'll have like a 15-foot tree up there. Hello, balsamhill.com.
So, before running out of time.
Oh yeah, we are.
Oh yeah.
I got one more Eve-related news.
Really?
We've got what else?
Ithaca Hawk is joining CCP and is
I saw that. Yes,
as CCP Overload.
Nice. If you, what would your guys' CCP names be?
My CCP name is sadly already taken. Shout out to CCP Rage.
I don't know what mine would be.
I feel like mine would be some sort of, nod to Highlander in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why.
Well, can I be CCP Fluffy?
Sure.
That one's still up, I think.
Is that because you're the head sheep shearer, or what? I mean,
no. So my original online persona is Fluffy Leopard, and so most people, whenever I play games, call me Fluffy, and so I've been Dawn for like 6 years, but it is very interesting when I take Eve people and we go do things with like some of my Dota friends or whatever, and like everyone's calling me Fluffy there, and they're just like, who the fuck are they talking about?
Well, Dawn, as long as you're not going for CCP Fluffer, I think you're all right.
Yeah, stay away from the hot tubs. Mine would be like something like
CCPDs.
I don't think there are hot tubs in Iceland, Eric.
Yes, there's
They don't need hot tubs.
that's
They're
true.
very
True.
natural hot tubs.
We were
Yeah.
talking at the Thanksgiving table because my brother-in-law's brother, we're all kind of a close family. He took his daughter to Iceland for like a week earlier this year, and they went in the. I didn't know there was an entire river that was hot.
Yeah.
So he said, I
Yeah.
think he said he hiked 2 or 3 kilometers somewhere, and then he hopped in the hot river and then hiked back. And he said it was pretty cool. And yeah.
You mean it was pretty hot?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
pretty
cool at the same time. You do get out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I said, did you see many sheep? And he goes, is that a loaded question?
So, CCP Overload is going to be a producer at CCP. So,
oh, he's going right into producer role. That's
yes,
cool.
he is not a community manager like the other recent CCPers we had.
Yeah, because you always generally tend to see sort of like players who become CCP devs, like they're always occupying, like sort of community roles first.
Well, not always, but in recent years, that has been the case. Yes, at least the prominent EVE players that joined CCP.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's going to be a producer.
That's awesome.
And I mean, we had Ithaca on the show when he was running for the CSM.
Yeah.
And I think he had some good ideas, and like other CSM members and CSM candidates said, he is someone that you can work with. He is someone that will listen to your ideas, even if he doesn't agree with you, right? And he is capable of changing his mind.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a good thing, He's intelligent enough to know that, like, if an idea is dumb, like it is dumb, like, and know whether, be able to determine whether, if the idea is, if someone thinks the idea is dumb, not that like to take it at face value, but to actually sort of like break down why it might be that might be the case. Like,
yeah, because
he's got a good. I mean, he's a good dude.
The thing is, rarely, like most ideas aren't entirely dumb, right? There's a reason why they don't work out, but at the core, there might still be something to be salvaged, right?
Yeah.
And also, you can understand a lot about a person's viewpoint if you understand where they're coming from with their ideas.
Yeah, most ideas aren't, inherently dumb. It's just because they haven't taken into account certain things. If someone like reconsidered that idea, based on, some of the things that they may have overlooked, then, that idea develops into something that's actually, obviously less dumb and more likely to be actually a good implementation or a good addition to the game. But most bad ideas are just predicated over assumptions about something or some aspect of the game.
So what else is shaking? So we think Ithaca going to CCP is a good thing, right? That's what we got.
Yeah.
I do like it's springtime for Caldari and Jita. I'm sure we can all make that into a new song should it happen. So
excellent.
And hopefully there's some fun on the horizon here. So the galaxy's getting positioned all for hopefully some fun next year. I'd like to see a lot more pew pew happening.
Pew pew.
I mean, you know,
Yep.
like
I'm ready
there's
for some pew pew.
pew pew happens, but like, you know, you also have to have the time to build and to stockpile.
Well, if we look at the numbers, the amount of capitals that died have been going down. So you could say there's less pew pew happening.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, overall for fleet fights and stuff, I'm hoping that some of those will go up and that we can start kicking some ass. Because while I enjoy mining, it is sometimes to have a nice little mental break with taking a fleet out and going to ref structure or anything other than and I'm not one that normally goes on peacetime fleets. I don't know. I just I'm getting pickier with my next things I want to work with.
I'm gonna be honest.
So hang on. There's a little bit of a contradiction in terms here. Okay. Like you're basically sort of there saying like, oh, I hope that there's more pew pew going on, etc., blah 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 blah. Because that would be really nice to sort of break up with the monotony of mining. And then you literally say right after that, or pretty much right after that, I don't go on peacetime fleets.
I mean, I do.
Like,
sometimes,
hang on a minute, like. Like, do you understand how that kind of counteracts, like, you know, like the
I want big fleet.
What you said
with the big boys. That's what I want.
What you're saying is you want, you know, you want the return to the carrier rooms.
I just want
that to me that's what that
Asher
to me that's what that sounds like.
Or John or Zintage or Sonrear or any one of them taking out a big fleet. And that doesn't have to be capitals. I'm talking about like battleships.
Dread room, guys. We're doing a dread room.
Bring some faction.
We're doing We're doing a dread room to ref some pauses.
I'd do it. You know, one time we wanted to see if we could do it. We used Titan DDs to ref an entire pause at once. It was great. I think we were a little short because one of the DDs went off the wrong direction, but it was pretty fucking funny.
Well, I'm not gonna say we did the numbers on how many Titans you need to ref a keep star in the time it needs your jump timer to go away. But we might have.
I've refed sort of like in indie sort of citadels and stuff like that, like indie platforms and what have you, like super quickly in supers before. It is ludicrous. That shield timer just like that shield HP just disappears super quick when you have the math
on how many bombers it takes to just like delete a shield.
Honestly. Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
And then you see the thing is the reason why that is worthwhile doing is because, you know, it takes a lot less. It's a lot less putting onto the field, and it's a lot more mobile than running a regular fleet because you could just, you know, Black Ops bridge stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, the classic old what was the name of the old fleet that Imperium / CFC used to use for that?
Siege fleet.
Siege fleet, yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, if only our fittings person who made all of the fleets was here. Huh?
Yeah, you know, the person who said, "I'll be here."
Don't say his name. Did he actually say he was going to be here?
Yeah, he did. He did.
He said probably.
Hey,
I'll probably be around.
That's like 100% yes then.
Uh-huh.
I feel betrayed.
Here's what happened.
He's gonna. I bet you he'll arrive in the next 4 minutes to 5 minutes.
Well,
and be
here's
like,
what happened.
I'll be here for the next hour.
I'm here for the second hour, guys.
He's sitting in a comfy chair, and this is what happened right before the show. He was sitting in a comfy chair, watching something on TV, slightly dozing. Right, And then
and he fell asleep.
Then a cat fell asleep in his lap, and then he wasn't allowed to move
yeah.
because there's a
he
law.
wasn't allowed to do anything. Yeah,
he's not allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
Cat's asleep in your lap.
Yeah.
He had to stay there, and he's sitting there. You know, he's probably swearing a couple times, saying, "I can't join the show." Sorry.
I mean, the last time we were on the show, I came late because exactly that happened to me, right? And I even sent you guys photos as evidence that it happened.
Yeah, that's that one case where Pixar it didn't happen. We didn't believe him. We just didn't believe him, Seth. He just was on the show. He's probably with some girl shacking up or something. We thought maybe it was, just a metaphor.
Right.
Just a metaphor. So yeah, no. By the way, I've been doing all kind of weird stuff, like normal stuff that normally would mute me in the past, and nothing's muting me. So I have no idea why I muted in the beginning.
I mean,
I could possibly I could potentially, well, in a different universe, I could potentially sort of explain why that might be happening, but
no idea.
You don't use OBS, so I have no idea.
I know. But work is going to start paying for part of my internet, so I was trying to figure out if perhaps maybe we give them a little sponsored by logo. I don't know. I'm still working that out.
We're not going to put an Amazon logo on our Twitch stream.
Amazon wouldn't pay for my stream.
No.
Don't talk about it.
He's talking about the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Is there anything saying you can't put someone's logo up for free on your thing? As long as you're not claiming that you're...
I'm pretty sure if you work for them and you put the logo up and somebody hears about it, you're going to get a phone call. Okay.
You get if a particular company or something, if you're being sponsored on a stream, normally they write into contracts that you can't have people have certain logos or have other company logos on on screen. Just as a thing, just so you know.
Well, are we down for...
Are we down for what?
What do you mean the drone region? Whatever. Are we down for final thoughts?
I have a really interesting final thought. So you guys go. Let's see the order here.
I need to go first since I gotta leave.
You go, Don.
Yeah.
You go, Don.
So I hope everyone has a great week. Watch the Meta Show later today. They should be still having that at 4, so in 2 hours. And I don't know. Other than that, I just hope everyone has a good time. Enjoy your mining. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out today.
Yeah, thanks, Don.
Mm.
You have a great one.
Guys have a good day.
All right. Soft, you're up.
You too.
Yay. Do I have something? Well, I'm definitely looking forward to what Ithaca Hawk, aka CCP Overlook, can do at CCP. I hope he can put some of his ideas into the game. And
yes.
I'm also looking forward to more tournaments because there's another tournament coming up in 3 months, roughly.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, he's an avid fan of an advocate of tournaments tournament gameplay as well. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about having more support for my own tournament at CCP.
Exactly, so that's good.
Alrighty, McLeod.
I feel a little bit poor, lately because I ended up starting on actually purchasing my second streaming PC. My concern is that it's a mini ITC case, so I haven't built in a mini ITC case, and apparently, like that can be a bit of a pain. So, fingers crossed on that one. But yeah, there were some good Black Friday deals out there, and I hope people were able to capitalize on them when they're good. I feel like I definitely did this time around.
Mm-hmm.
So
good,
yeah,
good. By the way, I'm just letting everybody know that Amazon already has up their Cyber Monday deals. So Cyber, it's just whatever. But the funniest thing, while I was perusing Amazon to buy some things, right? Funniest thing that I came up with is, hey, you can buy oxygen. I mean, it's all around you. I get it, but you can buy oxygen on Amazon, like a little face mask, and you just breathe in pure oxygen, baby, or whatever the hell mix it is. A lot of breath.
Sake, you guys rave about fucking Fiji water. And it's just like, it's just water. Like
it's artesian spring water. Okay, it's like okay, all right. My wife's got like probably 3 cases of Perrier in the kitchen somewhere.
Okay? Chemically, there's almost no difference.
I go to. We actually saw a movie where, that tap water was a thing. But yeah, I just get chilled water out of the fridge, man. It's filtered.
Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, I get filtered water, but like, I don't fucking need water to be, expensively, relocated from Fiji in order for me to enjoy it. Like,
pretty sure
it
tap
seems
water
fucking
has
ridiculous.
to be filtered in Europe.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
My wife comes across Voss water, flat or sparkling, she's gonna buy it. It's just weird. She has to buy it. I don't know.
Has she been subconsciously conditioned for this, or what?
She saw it in a movie. She just thinks it's funny, so she has to get it because she thinks it's funny. It's not like she gets like a case.
Okay, she has been subconsciously conditioned, psychologically conditioned.
And then she makes fun of the fact that she's drinking it. Okay, so it's not like I'm cool. I'm drinking Voss water. No. It's just like funny. It's purely for comedic value, but it's funny that she does it.
Oh, fair enough.
So okay. we're working through the holiday list for everything, and I came across, holy crap, there's you can just buy. Wait, it's got like the little face mask on it. Just put it right up. I think it's called Boost, and because here it's not uncommon for American football players to be on the sideline with an oxygen mask on. Wonder how many kids buy that and have it on. But I think I'm a Cyber Monday deal, just to share with everybody. I'm probably buying this just because I'm stupid. Okay. There is hey,
at least you're being honest.
There is the Nostalgia Countertop Hot Dog Roller and Warmer. It will, how you ever go in convenience stores, they got the little rollers and the hot dogs are cooking on them, right? I can see me doing that. Yeah.
Okay.
And it has a bun warmer with it. Okay.
You got to make sure that those hot dogs cook straight, right?
Yeah, you can put brats on it, breakfast sausages, whatever, egg rolls. Can't really see egg rolls working out on this too well. But yeah, it's on special.
Put it on the right orientation, otherwise it unfolds it and like you just. Oh, yeah. It's less of a roller, more of a flattener, like
$44.28, and it'll be here on Friday, even with free Prime delivery. Friday, December 23rd. I can see my December 25th breakfast sausages rolling on this sucker, but brats would be better. Some brats.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not really buying it, folks, but I think it's funny as hell as I'm sitting here doing things. Alrighty, everybody, thank you for sharing the weekend with us. We'll be back next Saturday, same time, and hopefully we'll have more interesting news. And maybe Dirk won't be out drinking with Ricks or whatever the fuck he's doing right now, and Horrendous will actually show up, and and we'll have a blast. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody, belated, and eat those leftovers. There is a meta show coming in here
Yes.
in 2 hours, just so everybody knows. So be here for the meta show. It's going to be a good meta show. Good meta show. So I want to make sure everybody does it. So thanks, Soth. Thanks, McLeod. Sorry we played to a draw, McLeod. Soth, sorry you guys lost to Japan. I don't know what the hell's going on there, and I can't believe you're in Japan. So,
what? Football's big in Japan. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, most things are big in Japan.
It's a little country.
That's the joke.
All right. You lost to freaking Japan, Soth. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like losing a soccer match if you're like Germany or England to the United States, or maybe playing to a draw. It's that bad. Okay. Just pointing that out. There's no way America wins the World Cup, because just remember, our women's team is way tougher than our men's team. All right. Okay, folks, you have a great weekend. We will see you next week. Later, everyone.
Ciao.